My beautiful Alpenbox team, it is that time of day. It is that time of day for hikers, body weight, strength, mobility, core activation, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of everything right here, right now. And I'm just going to wait to make sure that people can hear me. As far as I know, people can. And if you're coming on, eventually, just message in the chat as well that you can hear me. Oh, good. But tested it a number of times, so it should work okay. So whoever's there, I see someone there now. If you can just message here that you do hear me good. Beautiful. So we are going to kick off this amazing workout. So I'm doing this workout, everybody, with my bare feet. That doesn't mean that you need to do it with your bare feet. That's something you have to be used to. I'm used to being with my bare feet a lot. And so I love a strength workout with bare feet. So full body weight. I'm going to get in primal moves because I love the primal moves. And core activation, stability, little bit of balance in there, and just about everything. So I'm going to warm you up, and then we're going to go through a series of 8 moves. So it's not AMRAP, what I originally said. It's like a circuit, and I'm going to go through the basic moves in the first circuit. Then I'm going to go through again with you, and we're going to go through, I'm going to show you other options to make it more challenging on the second round. If you wish, you can keep to the basic move. Okay? Right on. We are so rocking ready to go. I got my timer in the corner. You can see that as well. Okay. Warm up. Hiker's Primal. So we're going to start on your back. And you know what? I love primal moves so much because it's so much strength building and flexibility, mobility, and it brings out your playful side, like as a kid when you were able to do all those different moves. So some of these things you might find very challenging. This is not a beginner workout. This is an intermediate, but I'm going to show you variations to go much harder and where you can take it a step back. So let's warm up first by rocking back and forth. So I'm starting from the ground up. And so this is supine rock. So I'm going to bring my hand up now. And this is great core activation. And as you can see, I'm beginning to just rock back and forth. And I can actually, if I have enough space, make a circle back and forth. We're going to go about 5 more seconds there, and then I'm going to go into the next thing. Now, in this warm-up, I'm just going to keep changing things. I'm not timing. And now, from here, I'm going to get up, squat, low yogi squat position, spine tall, butt down low, forward fold, let it hang, ragdoll, and then I'm going to drop back down low. Open the knees. Exhale, drop. I know some people maybe can't get down as low as your feet come up. Just go down to where you can and drop. Sitting the butt down, activating, pressing through the heels, and shake. Now take that leg back, coming into a lunge. Extend one arm up high into that lunge. Feel the stretch in the hip flexor. Place the hands back down, step back into down dog. I'm going to pedal out my feet, but you do what feels good for you. Bringing the hips up to the sky as you rock and roll it out. Let's take the left leg forward, open through, finding a low lunge position, right arm up. Sink into that hip flexor as you roll forward, taking your hands back down. Step back into that down dog. Now from here, I'm going to drop down to all fours. Pressing my fingers into the floor like tabletop, toes down. I want to raise my knees in that bear position. Press the hands into the floor. And we're going to protract the shoulder blades. Press your chest up, round. Tighten the core and release. Inhale. Do it again. Raise so I'm on the toes. Press back. Activating, warming things up. One more. Drop down, sitting on my feet, opening through the ankles. And I'm just going to open towards the back. Lean back, open through, in through the shoulders. Oh, baby. We are going to rock this. Come back to the front. Another great exercise, hikers, is the bird dog. You're going to see this a lot. Core tight, I'm lengthening. So as I'm doing this, I'm making sure my whole trunk doesn't move. That's the tough. You're going to reach fingers forward, toe back. My core is turned on like crazy. Good, last three. Good, show me two more of those. I'm just going to adjust this. Two more. Good, last one. Press into the ground, come back into a down dog. Let's go back to the lunge. This time keep the knee up. Turn the body. Feel that twist, bring the knee in. Swoop it down in front, step back. Pull the hips up high, press the heels down. Open through the chest. Step forward, other side. This time, little twist, take your arm up high. Taking it down, step it all the way back. Pull the hips up high. Now we're going to hop or step forward, drop the bum down, coming into a bridge to warm things up, last part of the warm-up. You're going to lift the hips and drop it down. So with this exercise, we're going to be doing this anyhow as one of our exercises. And I'll get more into it then, but just doing a few to warm up. And last one, drop back down to those rolls that I started with. Rock and roll, really getting things fired up in the core. I love the primally stuff. I like to work it into the yoga classes and also the strength stuff. And this type of workout, everyone, you can do, out on a field somewhere, in a playground, in the mountains, in your home. Don't need any weights. Don't even need a mat. All right, coming back to the heels. Roll forward. Just let it all hang. Shake it off. Okay, so I'm going to go through each exercise 60 seconds, 20 seconds rest, one round through, take a little longer rest, and we're going to do it again another level higher. So, are you ready to rock? Tell me you're ready to rock. Tell me you are ready to rock. Let's go. So, great one, like I just finished showing you in warm-up, is the hip lifts. Now here, this is perfect because for anyone that's sitting in a car all day or working computer, we're kind of doing the opposite here. So it's a very, very much a postural exercise. Kick the clock off. Buddha says go. And what we're going to do, into the bridge and lower down. So we want to draw those shoulder blades down and feel into your body. So I feel the glutes, triceps. Draw it down, making sure the shoulders are not moving up to the ears. And now eventually, in the next round, I'll show you a much tougher version of this as well. Now, when you can here, you can begin to bring it through and back up, because that's where we're going to go next round. Begin to bring it through. You can also do this on 2 blocks with your hands, so you have a little more space. 10 more seconds. Lift, squeeze those glutes, fire it up. Core tight. 4, 3, 2, and now drop. 20 seconds, shake it off. So roll out the wrists a little bit. We're coming back on the hands. And I can show you another time how we can prepare wrists for this stuff. So we did this in the warm-up. We're going to hover. Then we're going to move to a crawl. So bring the knees up. Tighten through the core. And then right here, I'm going to start with just 3 steps forward. 3 steps back. 3 steps forward. 3 steps back. Now, if you can't do this with the knees up, it's too much weight, then drop those knees down. And then we're going to stop in the center. Now, we're going to turn, kick through, and turn back to center. Turn, kick through. If your shoulder's not ready to hold that weight, just keep in the hover. Just keep this hover. Kick through and center. Kick through, turn the core, and center. Really protract those shoulder blades as you push into the ground. We got 4. We got 3 in that crawling position. 2, and stretch back. Open through the chest. Now we're coming into our squat, body weight squat. So if you find that you can't get down real low, you can take 2 rocks, place it under the feet, or something like something to elevate to allow you to move down deeper. So going into your basic squat, but I want to get the depth here. Use your arms to counterbalance. Sit down low and push up, lift up slow so you can feel every muscle. It's how you do it. Remember, this is body weight. So you want to line up the knees and put some oomph into it. Sink down low and lift. Sink down low, pause, hold it. Shh. Okay. Keep going, right down. Next round, I'm going to add some variations. We're keeping the basic solid foundation on this one for 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, so we're going to go starting with scapular push-ups here before we do the actual push-ups. And here, we did this the other day. Legs are strong. You can do this from your knees as well. Shoulders away from the ear. And I'm pushing solid into the ground, caving up my belly, and then I'm retracting back in. And in. So after we do a few of these, I'm going to go right into push-ups with a pullback. 10 more seconds of these, and then I'm going to go into part 2. Okay, the pullback is like a loaded beast. You're going to pull back, come forward, full push-up. As low as you can get it. Pull back. If you need to drop the knees, drop the knees. We want to really nail down the form for this one. So you can do it just as intense. Good. Protract shoulders. Come back from the knees. Make the most of it. This is so you target everything. Triceps. And rest. I think you guys can see that. So rest time. And now we're coming into lunges. Basic body weight lunges. So you can do these walking, but I'm going to do them on the spot because you're here. So with here, coming into a lunge, we're going to do it slow to intensify, and I'm going to twist to one side. Other side. Turn. So I'm working on my balance, core, and thighs, butt. So if I really focus on this, big time workout. Okay, it's how we do it. It's not the exercise. Are we getting down 90 degrees? Keep going. Pause longer. Come up slower. Feel it more. That will intensify. Go more in the core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off. We're moving back to planks. Plank taps. This is a combo. Plank tap, touching the shoulders we did the other day, and the last half is tucking the knee. Super important, no hip rolls. Okay, so we're going press, tap, tap, no rolls in the hips. That's the key here. If you need to drop to the knees, drop to the knees. No movement in the hip. If you need to widen the feet, widen the feet. Hands are right under the chest. Really trying to go against that turning of the hips. Part 2, tuck. So I'm really trying to hit that tricep. Not just the elbow, but the tricep. Going a bit higher. Still continuing to pull into the obliques as I push into the floor. 7, 6, keep pushing the floor away. 4, 3, 2, stretch back. Okay, so this next one is one of my favorites. To build a beautiful back, functional back, but also nice looking back, you don't need any weights. Watch this. You can do this on the ground, but I'm going to do this one standing. Legs together. Activating all parts. Make a W with your arms. So see, I'm pretty low, so I'm using gravity here. Then I'm taking it up into a Y. Turn on the core. Thumbs are up. Then I'm pulling down, drawing the shoulder blades down into a T form. Then I'm pulling up into the L. It's already burning. Pulling into the W. Press up into the Y, turning on my legs. Inner thighs. Pull down into the T form. Shoulders are away from the ears. And back into 90. Pull into the W. Forward. This is a burner, I'm telling you. Take it into the T. And back to the L. Got room for one more, quicker one. Oh, man. Oh, man. You got to be careful with that one to keep it out of the neck. Keep it free out of the neck. Shake it off. Okay, so the last one of this, it's a little more peppy. Okay? You're going to stand up. You can step this or hop this. It's a lateral leap about the length of your mat. Landing on one foot, catching yourself. Okay, if you don't want to leap, step. 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 And keep the leg up. You want to work on a little more balance, core tight. Make it more muscular. Because you all know how to make this more cardio. You would just leap a little more. But I want to make it, boom. You've got that landing. For those of you that want to add more balance, you tap, you lift. You tap, you lift. Tap, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ta-da, shake it off, shake it off. Amazing. Beautiful, my friends. So we're going to go back through. Buddha says go back through. This time I'm going to give tougher options. You can keep to the basic. You can keep to the basic, but I invite you to challenge as long as you know your body. And again, with some of the primal moves, be wary of the shoulders. Know your body, what to do and what not to do. So, get ready. There we go. Coming back to the hip lifts. Into the hands, strong through. Again, you can elevate on 2 rocks or on yoga blocks. This time we're going to lift and we're going to pull through, press into the ground. And lift and pull through. Now, that may be a little way too uncomfortable for some people. Just do the lifts. Just do the lifts. Okay, so here we go. Really engage, open the chest, pull through, tighten in that core, press the hands in the floor. Lift, open, pull through, press the hands in the floor. Hips are hovering. Now this time I'm going to add in one leg. These are options, my friends. Remember, you can elevate those hands. Really, a lot of work around the shoulders, upper back, core. Again, you can just up and down, opening through the hips, engage. Now the last 10 seconds, we're going to hold this. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Engage the glutes for 4, 3, 2, lower down. And release. You have a short time to release there through the wrists. We're coming back on the hands. Okay, for this now, we're going back to the hover and the crawl. Then I'm going to do some fun stuff you can dive in with if you want. Okay, so hover, placing your hands strong into the ground. Walk. Walk. Now here's the flip. Center. Flip. Center. Flip over. Center. Flip over. Center. Coming back to that center press. Tuck through. Same leg. Coming around. So you can see how you can play with the same movements. Okay, it's about playing. It's about changing it up, not necessarily staying with the exact same thing through the whole time. 5, 4, 3, 2. I think we're ready for legs. Coming back to that squat. So here, I'm going to invite you so you can go back to regular squat. Another way to do is a one-leg squat with a leg up on a rock or a leg elevated. So it's going to look like this. Let's just say this mat is my rock. Again, great body weight exercise. Okay, but you want to work on your regular squats before you progress to this. Pause, 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 switch. Other side, I'm pretending that's like a big rock or a bench at a park. Isolating each side, you can really notice what side's weaker, what side needs even more attention. Keep the knee lined up with the foot. Go slow. That's how you add weight here. You go slow. More focus. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Okay, we're back on our hands. Scap push-ups. So we know we're gonna start with this one. Then I'm going to show you another fun variation, all in 1 minute. Okay, so you're going to pull back, and press up, separating the shoulder blades. Pull back and press up. One more of these and press up. Come forward onto your hips, and we're going to do a hip swivel. One leg forward, one leg back. 2, 3, 4. Come in to do 5 push-ups. 5, 4, 3. Pushing up. 2, 1. Back to the swivel. In. Boom. 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 5. It's called play, everybody. Getting some mobility along with the strength. In 4, 3, 2, woo! Coming back up. We're coming into lunges now, okay? Back lunge, then I'm going to add on a side lunge. So forward looking like this. Open up. And now switch. Open. And now watch to the side. I'm going to the side. I know my timer just stopped there. I'm going to the side. Go back. Find your position. Don't rush it. Turn. Get the core in it. Going back. Turn. And now go to the side. Side lunge. You get to choose the arms. Sit back on the heel. And coming back. Do it again. One more round. We're going to do an extra long one. Yeah. Because there's so many angles to this. So drop again. Getting that stretch. Getting that turn. Coming up center. Other side. Balance. Turn. Feel that twist. Center. Side lunge. You can even explore this one in your mobility, going even down, lower, come back to the heel, and come back up. That's where you can get a little more creative in the routine. Going back, turn. Let's do one more set through, and turn. Beautiful. Going out to the side. You choose the arms. A little higher or lower, even more glute, back and in. We are there. Shake it off. Woo! The hands had a rest, so we're coming back to plank taps. Coming back to the plank taps and knee tuck. So really focusing on, without moving the hips. 3, 2, 1, go. Takes a lot of focus, concentration, not to let those hips move. Go right deep into that core. Oh, it's a tough one. If you want to make it tougher, bring the legs narrow. Okay? All right. Now, next move. Knee to tricep. Do the best you can, and you never need a rest. Drop down the knees, take a stretch back, and come back in. Keep going, listen to your body, take little pauses, and come back in. 3, 2, it's so worth it to be able to do bodyweight workouts. That means you can do it anywhere, traveling, anywhere in the mountains, but we also have to free up those wrists and strengthen here to be able to take on the ground more mobility exercises and strengthening. All right, coming to one of my favorites. Bent over, you can also do this one in a lunge extension. W, Y, T, L. W, Y, T. So I've added that other element of a runner's lunge here for more stabilization, more challenge. And now I'm going to switch to the other side. This is just an option, a little tougher. So everything in my back now is working. Everything. Shoulders away from the ears. Through the heel, making sure you're getting it in the butt. And lift up. All right, we're coming to the last exercise. It's the leap. So now with this leap, core tight, you're going to leap, option to tap and come back. And the other place you would go with this is to move around, not just laterally, but you're going in different directions, catching yourself on the floor. Take yourself in different directions. You can also do this without jumping. Okay? So last little bit of cardio push. You get to choose how you do it. You move around the space you have. That's a tough one. But keep it still muscular. Oh, we're coming home, everybody. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Da 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 da. Woohoo! My friends, so this body weight training, you can do 3 rounds if you want. Okay, if your body's ready for it. You can do various options. Those are kind of the base, right? What do I do with the hip lifts? Lots of different options. With the hover, start with hover. Then I go to crawl. Then I go to kick through. Scap push-ups. Why we work on the scap is that it's important in the push-up, whether it's here or here, okay? The hip swivel, we'll do that in this cool down, is just an added variation to swivel core mobility in with your strength, adding some fun. Then going into the push-ups from there. Lunges. So making sure you do them slow, concentrated, at different angles. And now we're coming forward into the lunge. Your squats, getting full range squats. Make sure you have the mobility first. You're working on the mobility, being able to open the chest and keep your spine tall. And then once you have the strength with both legs, then you can progress to the single leg and progressing to the depth, because you want to get the depth as well, keeping the knee over the foot. How you guys doing? How you guys doing on this body weight hikers 16-degree day in Tyrol, Austria? Allow yourself to melt forward. Not going to spend too much time on stretch. You at home can do some extra. I just wanted to give you the meat of the workout. I mean, I literally had 30 exercises to choose from. There's so many primal exercises that I love, and I had to break it down to 8 slowly, yeah? Right? There's a dozen. So you can mix this up in so many different ways, but I have to make sure I'm getting squat, I'm getting lunge, right? I'm getting the core, opening up through the back, mobility. We're getting it all in there, okay? I'm not worried about doing bicep curls and triceps. You can add those in, but I'm worrying about more functional, being able to move, being able to activate core as you're in those movements. I like starting from the floor, working my way up, just like I did those rocks. Drop in the chat how you feel, okay? How you feel, and give me your word of the day. Give me your power word of the day, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow, guys. Peace out. Teresa, you're amazing. Wow, Petra, I see here. You guys rock. Yee-hoo!